Hello and welcome back to Daily Weekly Builds for yet another video, and as you can see, another review. Now, I was sent this set for free by Bricklayer to review. However, all opinions are completely my own. There's some stuff about the set that I love, and there's some stuff that I don't love quite as much, and we'll get into that as we go into the review. However, quick message.
Before we get into this review, I just want to say a massive thank you to Bricklayer for sending this set over to us for review. Now, despite them sending this set over to us for absolutely free, all opinions are still my own, and I will tell you the negatives and the positives of this set. If you do want to pick up this set or any of the others in their quite extensive range, be sure to do so using our affiliate links in the description below, or by using promo code JMBDWB15 at checkout to save 15% off your order. This promo code can be used on any set that isn't in a sale, and honestly, these sets are pretty reasonable as it is, so this is a fantastic deal, and you'll be helping to support the channel and future videos. Again, a massive thank you to Bricklayer for sending the set out to us, and now let's get on with the review. So the building experience of this set was positive for the most part.
Okay, so as you can see, I've just gotten to the end of the bags one, I guess. And as you see, I've finished the first story of this building, and I've got to say, this looks really good so far. And I'm actually really impressed with the brick quality. Now, as I'm sure I'll mention in the review, some pieces have the mold marks, like on top of the studs, as you can see right there. But it's not really a big deal, and I'm actually surprised at this interior as well. This looks absolutely fantastic.
There were some issues which I'll talk about later, and I just want to quickly mention, as you can see on the screen now, the amount of bags that there are. There are a lot, and pretty much this set is divided into thirds. You have 3 different numbers for the bags, as well as a spare pieces bag and a couple of miscellaneous bags for plates and the horse and things like that. And I'll be honest, this made building this set quite difficult, as there wasn't enough kind of separation between the individual bags, and for each of the bags you're opening probably anywhere from 7 to 15 bags just for one number of bags, so to speak. However, as I went through building the set, it wasn't really too much of an issue, as there is enough kind of variation of pieces that you're not just, you know, sifting through bricks for hours trying to find the correct pieces. One thing I will say is, while you're reading the instructions and building a set, make sure that you pay close attention to the pieces that are being used, and don't just assume you know what pieces are used based off of the image, as the outlines in some bricks can be hard to separate, and in one instance I placed a 1x2 brick rather than 2 1x1 pieces, and then later on was looking for a 1x2 for about 45 minutes. Again, this isn't really a massive deal, and it's not really kind of indicative of the quality of the set, it's just something to keep in mind. Now, I will quickly mention that you're probably surprised that there's no time lapses or kind of build videos of me making this set, as we've done in previous reviews. And that actually speaks to the set itself, and I mean that in a good way, because I built this set over the course of about 3 nights, I believe, while just listening to music and really just getting like invested and kind of into the set. As you can see from the images on the screen, the set is just jam-packed with details. Everywhere you turn the set, it's absolutely chock full of just beautiful, gorgeous details, and it really just makes the set look incredible however you display it. And honestly, you could even remove the windmill piece itself and replace it with a few bricks, and you'd have a lovely, just medieval house. There's a lot of greenery, and one thing I will say is that apple tree was the most painful thing I've ever had to build. But as we go around the base of the set, you can see all of the path details, all of the flowers and leaves, and the cauldrons and the little ponds and things like that, and it just really looks incredible from any angle you really look at it. Now, Bricklayer uses Go bricks, which are kind of a brick building substitute for Lego, and I will say that the brick quality themselves is a little lacking in some areas. Now, this isn't Bricklayer's fault, this is pretty much entirely on Go bricks. Bricklayer don't really have any kind of affiliation to do with the bricks themselves, as far as I know. They're not involved in the production of said bricks. But as you can see, for the railing, it doesn't look like it's fully connected. And that is for one reason. I literally couldn't. Now what I mean by that is, as you can see at the top of the railing, there is one of those claw pieces, and the top one fit in perfectly. However, the second one, the mould I think was probably just a bit too big, and it just doesn't fit where it's supposed to, so it can't actually hold on to the railing, so I've just kind of had to leave it dangling there. Another thing to mention is that some of the bricks do feel a little bit flexible. Now what I mean by that is, I was building the main kind of tower where the windmill is, and I believe it was a 1x6 white brick that felt just a little bit squishy, I guess, and it didn't feel quite as rigid and as sturdy as I would have liked. But for the most part, these bricks work just fine. The brick quality and the colours look pretty much damn near identical to Lego. They feel good in the hand, as I say, for the most part. Just where I've mentioned before, there are a couple of small areas to improve. The set is jam-packed with details, as I mentioned. There is a full interior to this, which I wasn't really expecting. I kind of tried to look at as few images of the set as possible, just to kind of surprise myself, and I was very pleasantly surprised for the most part. There is a bedroom, a writing area, as well as a kitchen, and it just adds to the kind of detail and the life in the set. And although this building experience wasn't perfect, the final result just really does speak for itself. It looks amazing, and this is definitely a set that I'm going to just put on my shelf, and it's going to be proudly displayed because it looks great. The windmill feature works flawlessly. Honestly, you spin the little knob at the back and the windmill spins, as you can see on screen now, and really it just looks great.
Now, as I mentioned in the review, I obviously didn't film much of me actually building the set, and that was mainly because I was just really enjoying just building this on my own late at night with a movie or a show or music on, and it's honestly been one of the most enjoyable building experiences I've had in a while. Not having to really worry about filming it. Now obviously this was sent for review, so I have reviewed it, but the actual building process was just all me on my own, like I used to do with Lego sets, and you know, it gives me good vibes doing this. Now, don't get me wrong, I love doing the sets with lighting kits and all the extra kind of stuff like this, but it was nice just to go back to basic kind of brick building, and I think that's kind of the main takeaway from this, is that it looks amazing and it feels like a Lego set. And obviously when you're building one of these alternative brands, that's the kind of thing that you're looking for, right? You want it to feel like you're building the real thing. But thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment and subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one. Take care and goodbye.